The role of managing general agents and other similar underwriting enterprises has grown in recent years. Alongside that, so has their importance to the insurance value chain. I'm Kate Smith for AM Best. Joining me to discuss a new AM Best report on this topic is David Blades, Associate Director of Industry Research. David, thanks for joining us.
No problem, Kate.
So AM Best recently put out a call for comment on a new methodology for a performance assessment for delegated underwriting authority enterprises, DUAEs. When we talk about DUAEs, are we talking about MGAs?
Well, Kate, delegation of underwriting authority essentially refers to an insurer permitting the distribution partner to act on its behalf regarding functions usually handled by the insurer. These insurance distribution partners can be MGAs, a managing general agent, MGUs, a managing general underwriters, program administrators. In the Lloyd's market, it can be Lloyd's cover holders, and even in the Australian market, it can be underwriting agencies. AM Best's new performance assessment was spurred by the growth of premium generated by these types of distributors, along with the associated growth in terms of their influence in the overall commercial market, particularly in the specialty commercial space.
Can you give me a couple of examples of data that shows growth of this segment?
Well, yes. Based on our research, we believe that the premium attributable to DUAEs has doubled over the last 10 years. In the U.S., based on the data that we can glean from the annual financial statements filed by our property casualty insurance companies, which admittedly doesn't encompass 100% of the business produced by these enterprises, but we believe that DUAEs have helped generate approximately $44 billion in 2019. At the present time, we're still aggregating the data for the 2020 year. But growth in the amount of premium attributable to delegated underwriting authority enterprises is partially attributable to a number of new formations, which includes private equity-backed enterprises, in addition to enterprises that are aligned with insurtech.
So why have they grown so dramatically? What's behind that?
I'd say one of the key reasons is that insurance carriers have struggled for a good while now in the competitive market to grow organically. And so partnerships with DUAEs have provided a new avenue for growth. So that's one. Strategically, DUAEs have provided carriers with access to new risk classes, new lines of coverage, or access to other geographic areas. And this diversification has been critical to the enhancement of many of our property casualty insurance entities in terms of their business profile. The enterprises also take things off a carrier's plate with regards to the specific business that they are producing, such as underwriting, binding, premium collection, in some cases reinsurance ceding, and even claims handling. So aligning with a DUAE can provide an insurer with quicker, less expensive access to business in a new territory compared to the cost that an insurer might incur in setting up its own operation in a new state, for example, including the scores of personnel that would be needed to support such an operation.
So what role has insurtech played in elevating the role of the DUAE or the performance of the DUAE?
Well, I'd say the technological capabilities of many DUAEs has made them more efficient and more effective, which enhances their value from an insurer's standpoint. For example, these entities have been leveraging the power of telematics, smart devices, artificial intelligence, the Internet of Things, and blockchain to optimize their risk assessments, which, along with more expert pricing, has also adds to their overall value proposition. Technology allows them to be more agile. For instance, MGAs with specialized expertise and technology can expand quickly to service specific niches or sub-niches. So overall, our research has really found that these entities tend to be ahead of the curve from a technology standpoint.
How is the playing field changing? And what will DUAEs need to do in order to be successful moving forward?
Well, I'd say that the competition with other distributors to partner with the best of the best in terms of the property casualty insurers will require DUAEs of the future to be even leaner and even more tech enabled. The combination of agility, resources, and access to greater specialty expertise and cost-effective distribution are qualities that will help set these entities apart from other players in the distribution chain. Additionally, product innovation, actuarial capabilities, and enhanced skills relative to like claim handling that instill greater confidence in their overall abilities will be paramount for them as well in terms of, again, enhancing their overall value proposition to the insurance carriers that they look to partner with.
David, thanks for joining us today.
You're welcome, Kate.
To view AM Best's report on delegated underwriting authority enterprises, visit ambest.com. For AM Best, I'm Kate Smith.